and it's gonna sound bad, but also men can't just go and make an OnlyFans and sell themselves and
they
make
can.
porn
Yeah,
videos.
they can.
Yeah,
that
they
woman
can.
can.
They can.
Not the
Do it
way
all the
that
time.
woman
Wait a
can,
minute.
though.
Who's buying it?
Gay dudes.
Gay dudes are the horniest motherfuckers out there.
Ladies, what she's saying is that yes, they can make it, but they're not going to be nearly as successful.
There you go.
Pretty much.
There's certain. See, the thing is that women are able to do everything a man does, while simultaneously also being able to do things that only women can do. Does that make sense?
But if we were going to work a regular job, you guys would get paid way more than us. So we're kind of forced to
I've
do
discussed the
something
wage
else.
gap. It's been debunked a million times. Women get paid less because they deserve less. Women work less hours. These are all facts.
Pregnancy, maternity leave.
Women work
Not
less.
everyone gets pregnant.
Okay, women work less hours than men. They take more vacation time. They're more likely to take time off. They're less likely to work hard manual labor jobs that pay more. They're less likely to take risk. They're less likely to work to get the same level of experience in education.
Or negotiate,
Like,
even just say what they
negotiate for
want.
higher wages. There's there's a whole bunch of reasons why women earn less than men on average, because the wage gap was taken from all working class men to all working class women. It didn't account for experience, hours worked, etc. Think about it just from an economic level. If I could get away with paying women less, why would I hire men? Why would anybody hire men? The reality is that when you actually account for all these variables that really do matter, women actually make more. They've done this study on Google. They found out that women actually make more when you keep everything constant when it comes to education, experience, etc.
I don't know. In my experience, definitely not. And I am not just one of those girls that was handed everything. I'm not just like an OnlyFans model. Like, I worked hard jobs. I was a forklift driver. I worked in a warehouse. And my criminal justice degree, every little thing, I was getting paid less than a man. 100%.
Really?
1,000%.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe they worked more hours than you. Maybe they were better at the job than you.
No.
And here's the other thing, too. When it comes to affirmative action, if a woman goes into one of these job fields, she's going to be hired over a man that might be more qualified than her.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Any physical man, what? Who said I don't think so?
I did.
The thing with that too, they have HR policies, and they can't just be paying a woman more just because, or they can't just be paying a man more because he's
illegal.
a man. Yeah,
There's a
they
labor
get
act from the
sued.
1970s.
If I was an employer, I'll hire only women. That's money I got to spend.
The wage gap has been debunked a million times, ladies. The reason why women earn less is because women choose to earn less because of the job fields that they go into, education levels, etc.
I mean, most
their
women, I would
personalities.
agree, but I mean, I'm a different breed. I like money,
Okay,
and I
you have
work
this
hard.
really bad habit of bringing everything that we talk about right back to yourself. We're talking about the generalities of how the world works. Most women earn less on average because they deserve less. Now, you might be an exception to the rule where you work just as hard as the guys and you did everything they did and you got paid less. But I bet if we actually looked into it, maybe they had more experience than you. Maybe they just did a better job than you. Maybe they worked more hours than you. Maybe they had a certain degree, certification that you might have not had. There's a bunch of reasons why someone can earn more money than you do.
And it can be about connections and about who you know.
Yeah.
And women are just softer as well. Like, a woman can walk into a job interview and a guy's like, okay, or the employer's like, okay, I'm going to give you this for that. And they're like, oh, okay. A guy walks into a job interview. He knows he's qualified, knows he has X, Y, Z. And they can give him a salary and he'll be like, hell no, I know I'm worth more. Women, by literally like the statistics, do not have the same balls to be able to stand up and say, no, I actually know that I deserve more. So negotiation is a huge factor when it comes into the wage gap as well.
By the exception. Like,
So these are all reasons why women get paid less. It's not a wage gap off of gender. It's a wage gap off of personal choice.
America.
If I'm walking into a place and they're not valuing
So-
me as much as I think I should
So
get
do you still
valued,
think that
I'm not gonna pay that.
women have an easier, men have an easier life than women do?
I mean, that just depends on what type of life you want to live. And if you put your value into like the shit that women do, you're going to have a shitty life. So if you're literally going to live a life where you feel like, hey, I'm not going to worry about the girls getting in for free somewhere and I'm going to live a life that I'm happy with, then who cares? That's what I'm
That didn't answer the question, but
yeah. Okay, we'll just.
that didn't answer the question.
All right.